Hello, my wonderful Cancerians. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of your love life. So it's going to be your general love reading for the week here. So pretty much whatever comes out for you guys. Okay. The Justice card wanted to pop out here. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra. Okay. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck, and we have the Six of Wands. Someone is coming towards you very quickly here. There's a lot of passion. There's a desire to have some sort of a successful new beginning with you. With the Knight of Wands and the Six of Wands, I do believe that it's going to be a very fast moving energy, possibly even something that you don't expect. Okay, so I do see it as someone connecting with you, although they also have a desire to not only have a successful outcome, there could be something in particular that they're doing or saying to kind of grab your attention. There's something about really wanting you to focus on them this week with the Six of Wands here. So I'm going to start off by seeing how you're being viewed this week. Okay. So you're being viewed as someone who is very analytical, but I'm also getting the word skeptical here. There could be something that you're looking at, in terms of this person or this connection, and it's just not making sense to you. But they are viewing you as more so like analyzing the connection, possibly even questioning your investment, because the Seven of Pentacles is about looking at something and saying, is it worth the investment? And I do feel like it is a situation where you have put some sort of effort forward, which is why you're in the position of saying, okay, well, A, B, and C worked, but there are other things where ultimately there's room for improvement here. So this person is viewing you as, yes, observing the situation, but they don't really feel like they are seeing much action from you this week. Now, there's also another message here, Cancer, of this person viewing you as being very particular with what and who you allow your energy to, or it's almost like where you're putting your energy right now is something that you're very focused on. And they can tell that you're being very particular about what you share as well. Okay, so there could be a little bit of an isolated energy on your end. Page of Cups, yeah, this is definitely an offer coming your way. And then we have the Seven of Swords. So the Page of Cups and the Seven of Swords coming out in the challenge position is someone being open about their emotions with you, okay? But there is something that they're not being transparent about, or there is some sort of strategy behind their communication. Now, when you have the Page of Cups, it is a card that is associated with imagination as well. So there could be some sort of clarity that this person is seeking. I do believe they have emotions for you, but there is a lack of clarity in this situation, or they are kind of wondering, is the reality of the situation different from what's going on in my mind? Now, I also feel here, guys, that with the Seven of Swords, like I said, there's definitely some sort of strategy behind this communication. It's almost like either wanting a specific outcome or asking you something for a specific answer, right? But not being entirely direct with you. So we're going to clarify that energy. But what I see is this person is communicating with you, but there's a lack of clarity. I also see that these two cards are coming up in the challenge position because this is someone who feels like there's something hidden. It's coming up in the mutual energy. So it may be that they feel this is a connection where there are a lot of secrets, or there could be something that they know they're not being completely transparent about. It's like what they're showing you on the outside is very different from what's going on, internally for them. There could even be a situation in their personal life that they're trying to keep under wraps here. Okay, so I see someone being open with you, but to an extent. They're being open about their emotions, but they're not being open about something else that is mentally impacting them. So you're viewing them in the star card energy. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius, okay? You view this person as, well, you feel like you've never felt this way about anyone, or there is something very different about this connection. So I do feel like the fact that this connection feels special or rare is being highlighted for you this week. But there's also an energy of really wanting to heal. The star card is associated with healing. It is also associated with putting your energy towards something, but knowing when to kind of draw that energy back and look within or pour into your own cup. So there's something in particular that you could be healing from, or this is a connection that just is feeling very draining for you this week, where you acknowledge that, this is someone special to you, but you're also acknowledging that, okay, I feel overwhelmed or I feel drained, and a part of me wants to, heal from this. There's something about your dreams that are coming up here. So you could be having vivid dreams, or there's some sort of message that you receive through your dreams, especially if it's very persistent here. Okay. We have the lovers in your feelings. Okay. And then we have the Three of Wands. So some of you could be dealing with the Gemini. It's like watching a situation from a distance and you've already made some sort of a plan. You feel like either a decision was not being made, or there was, a stagnant energy here where you felt like you needed to do something about it. The Three of Wands is not only planning. Out of the three wands, he's holding on to one wand, which is symbolic for knowing a direction or choosing a direction that you want to go in. So ultimately, what I see for you and your feelings is kind of taking matters into your own hands, being very sick and tired of something feeling stuck or not progressing the way that you want it to. And you're coming up with, or you're choosing a direction to go in. I also feel here, guys, that you feel you've been very patient with this person, because the Three of Wands could be like waiting for a sign. And with the lovers there, again, it is a deep connection. It is very intense, the emotions here, but there's an energy of either nothing is being done about it, or it's just, I don't see how this is going to work out the way that I want it to. So, what I see is you kind of deciding to take the first step, whether that be, moving on, whether that be communicating something to this person. It's just taking matters into your own hands. Okay, so we have the Eight of Cups in your feelings and the Sun card. Walking away from this person or emotionally detaching from this situation this week is bringing you some sort of happiness. I not only feel like with the Sun card, it's bringing you clarity, it's an energy of feeling much lighter. It's an energy of feeling, okay, I'm less confused, or I'm no longer letting something consume my energy. Because I feel like for many of you, you have spent a lot of time thinking about this person or this situation, but you're not really fond of the outcome. So it's like, even if you think about the situation quite a bit, you feel like you always end up at square one. So, with the Eight of Cups and the Sun card, emotionally detaching, right? So, even if you have walked away from this person in the past, I feel like emotionally detaching from this situation is bringing you some sort of clarity, where it's like you're able to see things from a different perspective. There's something here that's missing in this connection. For many of you, it is certainty. For many of you, it is a firm foundation with that lovers. And you feel like just having emotions or feeling an intense connection is just not enough to carry this connection here for the long haul. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo. With the Eight of Cups and the Sun card, I also feel what's being illuminated to you this week, Cancer, is the fact that, or it's what you are looking for in a partnership versus what is just not going to work for you. So, as much as you're learning a lot about this connection and you're choosing a new direction to go in, I feel like you are learning a lot about yourself. Um, yes, this connection could have, taken a toll on you, but there's also a lot of lessons here, or an energy of I now clearly know what I want moving forward. Okay, so the Five of Cups is clarifying the Page of Cups, and the Hierophant clarifying the Seven of Swords. Some of you could be dealing with the Taurus. So, what this person is not being open or honest about is some sort of other commitment that they are involved in. With the Seven of Swords and the Hierophant, this could be another relationship, it could be a job situation, it could just be a situation that they feel entitled to, but they're not being open about it. And for some of you, you do feel like this very thing that they're committed to somehow directly impacts the connection with you. Okay. Five of Cups clarifying the Page of Cups is someone who really does miss you. They miss the way that you used to speak to them, they miss the way that you used to connect with them. And Five of Cups is not only an energy of missing, there's a lot of disappointment. There's disappointment, there's regret, and really it's just an energy of dwelling in what has already happened. So in the Five of Cups, there are two cups behind him that are still standing, which is symbolic for this person's love for you or their emotions still running pretty deeply this week here. Very hurt by this energetic shift. Like, even if you're connecting with this person, there is something about you just not speaking to them the same way that you used to. And so it's reminding them of when things were a lot different. And so not only is it causing them to feel nostalgic or miss what the both of you used to have, it's just an energy of feeling very defeated and focusing on what you guys used to have because that's the only place that they could derive some sort of comfort from. It's interesting because we have the Hierophant and the Star card. Some of you may be involved with an individual who's in the public eye, or they have some sort of an image to maintain. So, regardless of whether you feel like you know this person for who they are, or you know a side of them that no one else does, this person is not really revealing who they really are or what they really want. There's an image that they have to maintain, or there's a way that they want the public to perceive them, but then they want you to perceive them in a different way. And so this could be the strategy behind the communication, wanting to reconnect with you, but also wanting something to kind of be hidden or not being completely transparent here. Okay. There is some sort of elevation as well. So in this connection, so I see it happening where like someone is actually feeling guilty for something or realizing that what they're doing is wrong and it's really affecting them. And I feel like the reason why it's coming through as elevation is I feel like in the past this is not something that this person was acknowledging, or it could possibly even be something that they were running from. So we have the Strength card in their feelings. You could be dealing with a Leo, and we have the Four of Pentacles. So a very held back energy, communicating with you, but there's definitely something that they're not telling you. And the Four of Pentacles could even be someone who's in a mentality of lack, where they know that what they're thinking or what they're desiring feels a bit far fetched. And I feel on the outside, they're not really showing you how much they desire you, or how much they want a connection with you, because they're communicating with you, but intuitively you can sense that there's a lot they're thinking about, there's a lot that they're feeling that they're not really being, vocal about. Wheel of Fortune in their feelings, okay, and the Nine of Swords. It's interesting because a part of this person feels like a part of them kind of feels like they need to let something go. Because with the Wheel of Fortune, there's a change that has already occurred, is what I'm seeing. But with the Nine of Swords, that's like worry or stressing or revisiting something that has already occurred. And so, not only is this person having difficulty accepting a change that has occurred between the both of you, with the Nine of Swords, it's like very stressed out about what the future holds, but a part of them feels like they need to let something go, even if it's for the time being. And this may be something that they realize as they're connecting with you. For example, if you and this person are speaking right now, they're starting to realize that things are just not the same. They're starting to realize you don't feel the same way, or there's a very large energetic shift where reality is starting to sink in. It's like, okay, this is what has happened and I need to accept that. So they are stressed out about the ending, but a part of them feels like it would be easier to accept it or let it go for the moment, because if they did not, it would be like living in denial here. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles followed by the Nine of Cups and the potential outcome. What's the Knight of Pentacles? The Ten of Wands, the Nine of Cups, the World card. I see you choosing to let go of a cycle and go towards what truly makes you happy. The World card and the clarifying the Nine of Cups is not only, going towards your happiness, it's an energy of looking out for yourself. The World card is when a very tough, possibly even repetitive cycle comes to an end. So, for many of you, you're in the process of accepting this cycle. Now, the reason for that, with the Ten of Wands clarifying the Knight of Pentacles, it has a lot to do with the pace of this bond. That's something that you're realizing. Even if you feel like you're going to receive your desired outcome, there's some sort of a very long waiting game that you're not willing to play here. And with the Ten of Wands, it feels very burdensome. The Ten of Wands is also an energy of feeling like you're doing things on your own and ultimately looking at a situation and saying this is going to either A, take too much effort to get to where I want to be, or B, I am willing to put forth the effort, but I strongly doubt that it's going to pay off for me. So again, something feeling very draining, something feeling like it's not going to work out the way that you want it to. You have someone here who's going to be connecting with you, but they're going to quickly realize that things just don't feel the same way, or their desired outcome feels very out of reach because it seems like you're observing the situation or you're more focused on emotionally detaching here. And the Ten of Wands, I do see it as, okay, something is taking very long. This is becoming very draining. And the World card is all about letting, a cycle close out. So I feel like something has already shifted, something has already changed. But in the potential outcome, I see you choosing to actually close that door and go towards something else that makes you happy. Going towards just, even if it's not another situation, it's choosing yourself and putting yourself first. Okay. So, my wonderful Cancerians, that is what I'm getting for you this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.